My kids use it a lot and they got hooked on me too.
Yeah.
What's it called again?
Grammarly.com.
Grammarly.com. Okay.
You can just get the free account. I mean, because we all use it and it's for kids in school. So I took a membership, but there's a free version too.
Okay. I'm surprised I haven't used that by now. All these papers I had to write. All right. Okay. I'm gonna give it like 2 more minutes. Let everybody else trickle in on YouTube. I know we had a few people who are gonna join us on YouTube. Hey, what's up, Lynelle?
Hi.
How's it going?
Pretty good. Hello.
Hey, Lynelle, class, meet Lynelle. Lynelle, meet class.
Hi.
She's probably walking different now. You know what? I don't want to waste too much of your time. I know you're busy and it's late. You got a lot of studying to do. So I'm not going to waste too much time. Everybody, this is Lynelle. She was a student in one of our previous classes. She was recently Security Plus certified. Okay, congratulations to you again on that. And I know that's not easy, right? It was definitely a big milestone, but if you don't mind, would you mind sharing your journey if you had any experience before this and how your experience has been with online security and after your class?
Yes. So I came in with no experience, didn't know anything. So the class was very helpful. Basically set you up for success. Like everything, basically Toby gives us everything that you need to pass the exam at the end. I went in thinking like I wasn't gonna pass, but literally I had everything right in front of me. I just needed to study, like put the time in and everything. Also like the classmates were great. Like one of our classmates made a Google Doc and put like everything together. So I studied that too. But apart from that, the study guide alone was literally like so helpful for the exam. The class, just how Toby broke everything down, making sure you understand everything. I'm not somebody who likes asking questions. I'm quiet, shy. I hate asking questions. But like, so this class really took me out of my comfort zone. Like I had to ask questions or like it wouldn't help if I didn't. So thank you for that, Toby. That really helped me just in life itself. So yeah, the class was just great. Like definitely an investment that I do not regret at all.
That's good.
Yeah, the class, I like the way the class, just the format of the class, how you would explain everything, draw pictures, because I'm a very visual person, so that really helped a lot. But apart from like what we do in class, just studying on our own, like outside of class is going to be like very beneficial in the end. Like at first, I wasn't really studying as much as I needed to. And then I started like, okay, if I don't start studying on my own, I'm not going to get all of this information because it's a lot. So once I started putting in the work, and I was getting the information, getting on class, Toby explains everything. The next class, like what we learned a previous class, he'll go over in the next class, like all of that helped. But I'll just say he really gives everything you need to succeed. Like, so just as long as you put in the work, you'll do great, I think. And not only that, after the class, after I finished the class, he never like, sometimes you could take a class and then that's it. Like you don't hear from the instructor or anybody again, but Toby's always like, make sure you do this, make sure you do this. Like, have you done this? Like, just making sure like I'm staying on track. So I really appreciate that. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna take the Splunk class.
Yeah,
This.
that one's a game changer.
Yeah.
Especially so the Deloitte opportunity that you're going on with. How's that coming along? Because that Splunk class would help you a lot with the Deloitte position.
Yeah, that opportunity is going good. They called me and basically want to set up technical like interviews. I guess that's the first interview. So that's what I'm waiting on now, a date for that. Kind of nervous.
Study.
I hate
Like
talking. But yeah, I'm gonna study. There was a link to like a doc where there was like some sample questions that I'm gonna study for the interview. So yeah, I'm just hoping for the best with that.
And after she got certified, y'all, what I did was just, I mean, usually after y'all get certified, and she didn't tell me she got certified until like a week later. Like,
Yeah.
But after you all get certified, I usually send your resumes, your vetted resumes over to a few different recruiters, and Deloitte some of the recruiters we work with over there, they just happen to be hiring right now. So I had sent her resume over after we went back and forth, but I think she had already did it before the class was even over. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't that long. And they actually responded pretty quick, right? They usually don't respond that quickly. But
oh, wow. Yeah.
It was pretty quick. Does anybody have any questions for Lynelle? Crickets.
Hi, Lynelle. First of all, congratulations and good luck on the interview.
Thank you.
When you say the study guide, you're talking about the one that Toby sent in the initial email where there's the different, or are you talking about like the practice tests that are on the CompTIA?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. No, the one that Toby sent out with like the different questions, like a whole bunch of different questions, that's what I really focused on. And that's what I think really helped me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you all haven't received that just yet. Okay, that's something.
Oh, okay.
Towards week 8, week 9, we all go over it together. It's literally just old exams, and we don't go through them for the answers. We go, somebody's in the lobby. We go through them to understand why certain answers are, or why certain options are wrong. Mm-hmm. That's the biggest part during that time, because most of those questions are not going to be on your exam anyway.
Yeah.
So we're going through them to understand, hey, this is right, but why is it right? Okay, you got this wrong, but why did you get it wrong? Why were the other options wrong? Because that concept, that train of thought is literally what helps you on the exam, right? Because that's where we learn the language of CompTIA, how they speak, how the questions are going to be structured. And, you know, I always tell students, don't try to memorize it because it's not going to be on the exam, but it's the train of thought, the concept, the questions. You may see 1 or 2 on there, but never try to go through memorizing it. You really want to go through the whys. And we talk about that in class all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why this and why that? Why not this? Why not that?
That's what really helped me as well. Like asking myself, like, oh, what would CompTIA want? And then also like actually understanding why. Because I think at first I'd be answering and I get some right, but I wouldn't know why. She'll just be like, I don't know. So then when you start asking like, okay, why did you choose this? It causes me to actually think about it. And that really helped, because when I got down to the exam, I knew that's what I would have to do in order to like succeed, you know, so.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I did have a question. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Hi, congrats on your journey, and as well as completing your exam and going for this job. I know you got it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. My phone had clicked out, so I wasn't able to hear the first question, but I did want to ask, once you changed up your approach to studying, what did you do differently when you went forward as far as changing up your study style? Did you use flashcards? Did you use what what did you use?
I personally, during the class, I wrote my notes on paper. So I kind of basically rewrote. So I would go through my written notes and then rewrite the stuff that I didn't understand, and also go through the study guide that Toby will send later. And when I go through those, the ones that I don't get right or the ones that are hard for me to understand, I just write it and write the why, like, why is this the answer? Try to understand it. And if not, I'll ask somebody, like maybe Toby or something. But my studying style was basically just going over my written notes, because I find me writing my notes better for me to retain the information. That's just me. But also going through the study guide, just going through it like many times. It's a lot of questions, but I mainly went through it and went through the ones that I really did not understand, like more than once, and trying to ask myself why this is the answer, rather than just answering, like trying to get the correct answer, but asking myself why.
Gotcha. And did you have a accountability partner, a study?
I didn't have a accountability partner, but the other people in our class, we made a Google Doc, so I guess that kind of helped. But I didn't have a partner, no. But I think that would have also helped me if I did.
Yeah. Okay, that's the two questions that I had. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Questions, Courtney. Good question, Deepa. Anybody else have any questions? Chris, Napoleon, Chris.
I just want to say congratulations. Obviously, you put in a lot of hard work, and I guess you're making me a believer, because I was gonna ask Toby, how the hell are we gonna get a job? We don't know really anything. I mean, we can answer the questions, but I think it's super exciting that you were able to really get done and get into the field. I definitely want to.
Yeah, I was the same when I first came out. I'm like, how am I gonna take this course and then get a job? But yeah, it can definitely happen. And I would like listen to other people's testimonials, and I'd be like, oh, I hope I have the same testimony. And now it's like, it's happening. Like,
You out.
Not there yet.
Right.
Yeah.
Check you out. There's a question on YouTube. What was the most challenging aspect of taking the Security Plus exam?
Most challenging, probably the how do you call it? Do you call it the POQs?
The PBQs?
PBQs, yeah, those were the most challenging for me because it took the longest. And also time for me and time, like we don't do well. So yeah, that is probably the hardest. But I will say there was way more multiple choice. Yeah, but definitely the PBQs. Yeah, that was the hardest.
Those are my favorite.
Did you start with the PPQs first, or did you do the multiple choice?
I did the PBQs first.
Yeah, okay.
Toby, we got to work on the PBQs.
Oh, don't worry, we will.
We really did we worked on those a lot. So
and we have a whole week set aside for PBQs.
Yay, good.
That's when I get to be the devil's advocate. Don't get mad at me.
I had a feeling you were going to say that.
All right, Lynelle, thank you so much. I don't think anyone else has a question. I want to thank you so much for taking the time out to do this. I know you have other things you can be doing, but this always helps other students, especially people who just want to hear how somebody else did it, because that's just human beings. Sometimes we want to see how somebody else did it before we can believe that we can do it.
Yeah, exactly. Trust me. I have 2 family members who are taking the class, the next class.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Look, I was about to call Toby's bluff, but I believe him now.
Chris, I told you, I can't take you anywhere. I don't think I can bring you back on Sabbath Thursday, Chris. But I'm happy for you. You did it. The hard work paid off. I'm so happy. Please, please, please study just like you did in class for this interview. It's literally going to be a repeat of me asking you questions the same way in class. So you got this. I believe in you. Study those questions that you have, and you'll be fine, right? Your elevator pitch, great. Keep practicing that. Go over it over and over again, and send me another one right before the next interview.
I will.
And then next week, if you can, please try to make it to that career summit that we shared in the channel.
Okay.
And you definitely want to be there. We don't want to stop applying until we have an offer letter. That's going to be something big. There are going to be way more recruiters there. Deloitte's going to be there again too. So there are going to be a lot of people there for you to throw your resume at and to network with. So, and everybody in class too, please be there. This is a great opportunity for all O-line students. I want to see everybody there so they can have the same advantage to capitalize on. Other than that, Lynelle, feel free to stick around. I'm about to go through a quick password cracking lab. Well, not a lab, but I just want to show you all what these hashes look like. Let me share my screen. It'll probably help if I had my virtual machine open. I'm in class. If you have any questions while we're going through this, feel free to ask me. I'm just starting this bad boy up.
Typically, how long do you wait after class is over to take the exam? Like, what's the average time that people usually wait, or is it just whenever you feel ready?
So me personally, all right, there's a few ways to answer this question. Me personally, I recommend that you do not wait longer than 3 weeks to take the exam, because I don't want you to lose that language of security that we're building in the class. Now, that's my recommendation. Some people obviously wait a little bit longer because you know yourself, right? You know when you're ready, but that's just my recommendation. Some people wait a little bit longer. Some people don't wait at all, right? We had a few people get certified while they were in the class.
Yeah, I remember you mentioning that.
The record right now, somebody got certified. Am I sharing my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Somebody got certified within 3 months or 2 months. It was like in our July class a year or two ago. I think 2 years ago now. He got certified pretty quickly. He's actually doing big things right now. I'll keep his agency information private, but he's a SOC analyst. I think he's a level 3 SOC analyst now. He was level 2 last year, so he might have upgraded. But everybody's different. And somebody else, he got certified on the last week of the class, right? And they never tell me, because I'm always going to tell them, don't do that. Wait. But he did it. And he actually posted in the Discord channel about that SOC class last week, the one who got certified on his last week of class.
Yes.
He posted about the SOC course, and he's a SOC analyst now. And he mentioned that that course is definitely what he's doing on his day-to-day job. So it really depends on you. I just recommend that you don't wait longer than 3 weeks when you get the study guide. Trust me, it's just going to reinforce everything that we've been talking about in class, because the class is really from a practitioner's perspective. And then towards the last few weeks, we switched gears to CompTIA Q&As. We're done with the labs. We're done with all the hands-on stuff. We're focused on learning the language of CompTIA and how to tackle the questions, right? Avoiding the big mistakes that people make. Okay.
Do most people usually pass it on the first try?
Yeah, for sure. Most of our students are passing on the first try. I think I know of 2 students who had to take it, 3 students who took it twice.
Okay.
But that's if you tell us, right? I don't, some people, they don't go and take the exam, right? And some people don't come to the class for the exam. Some people come to the class because their employers wanted them to, their employers slotted them into the class. Some people come to it just for the hands-on experience. Some people are already Security Plus certified. it's so many different factors that go into play. Like
Okay.
your class has 3 people who are already certified, right? They just want the hands-on experience.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Good question, Deepa. All right, y'all. So let's do this. Let's run through this. I don't want to keep us up too late. So remember that I'm going to ask you all questions actually. How do our systems store passwords? Is it in plain text or is it in a different type of text?
In a different type
What type?
text.
Hypertext.
All right, they store them as hashes. So in Windows, they store the passwords in a SAM file. On Linux, they actually store them in the etc shadow file. Okay, so if I open up somebody's drawn on the screen. What are you doing? What are you doing? My kid got in trouble in class for drawing on his screen last year during COVID. I'm not gonna let you do that here. Come on, buddy. All right, so it's actually the etc shadow file on Linux. All right, so this is where our passwords are stored, but I'm not gonna show you all these passwords, right? I'm just gonna use the grep command. What does grep command do, y'all?
Grabbing the data based on a specific phase or keyword.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna grep out a line based off of these characters, this word, this keyword that we put here. So I'm gonna grep out this username Naruto out of this file, because this file is gonna have the usernames and their hash passwords. Usernames, hash passwords. So it says permission denied, so I have to use my sudo powers, all right? I have to escalate my privileges. So now, let me clear this up a little bit. And you may have to zoom into your screen so you can see this, y'all. But now you can see Naruto, that's the user account. And you see this colon, the colon's, it's a separator, right? It separates different fields in this file. Okay, I'm not gonna go into all of them right now. But the next field is this password all the way up until here. Okay, this is a hashed password. All right, this field I think was the date that the password was created. This is the expiration date or when the password expires. And I can't remember what the last ones were right now. All right, but this is the hash password. I want to try and crack it, right? And the only way we can crack this is if we know what type of hashing algorithm is being used here. Okay, in class, we talked about a few like MD5. We talked about SHA, such as SHA-256, SHA-512. Okay, this is actually a SHA-512 password, right? And we can tell because of the first few digits, this $, $6. Right? You can Google hashing algorithms based off of their, somebody had a question? Okay, you can Google hashing algorithms based off of their signs. All right, so what I'm gonna do now, since I know what hash it is, I'm just gonna use a password cracker, such as John the Ripper or Hashcat. I'm gonna use Hashcat though. You're gonna make this, let's go here. I'm gonna use one of my jutsus to crack this hash. This is just a script that's going to use Hashcat for me. Okay, it's asking for the mode. So Hashcat, you have to tell it what type of hashing algorithm you're cracking right now. That's the mode. So in it categorizes the modes in numbers. So this mode, I believe, is 1800 for SHA-256. Right, and I can double check by just doing Hashcat help, and I'm gonna grep for SHA-512. And it is 1800, yes. Okay, see how I just used the grep command? This is an everyday command line tool. So I'm going to go ahead and run this one more time. I'm going to tell it the mode of 1800. It's asking for the hash. I'm just going to put it there. And it's asking for a word list to crack this hash. So I'm going to give a user share word list rocku.txt. This is a very common password file, right? Comes pre-installed on most Linux operating systems. Okay, where did it store it? I forgot I did this already, so it's not displaying it. All hashes found. Can't remember how to use the show. Oh yeah, the hash. Don't remember how to use the show command. I think I have to give it the pop file, but I don't know where the pop file is. Show. All right, I'm gonna change the password because I can't remember where to find the pop file. I'm having a brain fart. So I'm just gonna change the password real quick to something else. Actually, let's do this. Let's run it one more time, but I have to grab the new hash now. So here's the new hash. I always forget how to grab that pot file. So I'm going to go ahead and give it the mode one more time. The hash and the word list. Now it's going to try and crack it. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. It shouldn't really take that long. It shouldn't take longer than a minute because it's a simple password. And there we go. Okay, so it should have saved it in a file called hashcat results right here. I'm going to use the cat command to open up that file. And you can see that the password is password. This is the hash. This is the password. So how do you try to stop password crackers like this? Well, first of all, you want to make sure that people don't have access to your password files. That's the first thing, tightening up those access control lists. And I mean, obviously trying to keep them off your system from the first place. And try to keep them off your network, off your system, which is a lot. It can be simple or it can be a lot harder to do than actually say. But this is it, right? I could have used a different tool called John, but we can do that in class on Monday if you'd like. Any questions for me, y'all? Let me make sure YouTube is squared away. All right, looks like we're good. Deepa, Chris, YouTube, I will see you on Monday. Deepa and Chris, please study. Please, 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 please study. Let me know if you have any questions. Don't forget to work on your resume. Send them over to me. Don't be afraid. Trust me, I would not set you up. All right, these are entry-level positions there for you. The hands-on skills that you've already learned in class are more than enough, okay? So please.
I trust you, Toby, and thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it.
No
Thank
problem.
you.
No problem, Deepa. You all have a good weekend.
You too.
You too. I'll send you my resume.
All right.
All right, man.